Hello, everybody. So, in today's video, it's going to be pretty interesting, actually. You guys might get a lot of value from this. Well, you will get a lot of value from this. And you're probably thinking, how did I lose 40 pounds by basically doing nothing? That doesn't make any sense, does it? Well, you're about to be very surprised by what I'm about to tell you. So, let's get into it. How did I lose 40 pounds by basically doing nothing? So, right here, on the picture on the left, I was about 194 pounds, and this was in January of 2021. The picture on the right, I was 154 pounds in August of 2021. So it took me roughly 7 months to lose 40 pounds in these two pictures. But you might be wondering, how did I manage to do this by basically doing nothing? Well, here's the catch, guys. I didn't do absolutely nothing, but I didn't do that much. I only did one simple thing, and that is that I ate less food. That's simple. I just ate less food. I ate in a calorie deficit. All I did was eat in a calorie deficit. Now, for those of you who are wondering, what is a calorie deficit? Well, a calorie deficit is just a certain amount of calories that is subtracted from your body's maintenance. Now, your body has a calorie maintenance, meaning that you have to eat a certain amount of calories every day to keep your body weight the same. And if you eat in a deficit, that means you're eating less than your body's maintenance. So you eat less calories than the required amount that your body needs to keep its weight the same, which means you'll lose weight. You'll burn stored fat when you're eating less than your maintenance. If you're eating above it, you're going to gain weight. A lot of people in this country, in America, are in a surplus and they don't realize it. So obviously, why are people fat? Like, why do you see overweight people? It's because they eat a fuck ton of food. They eat a ton of processed food, and they have no idea how much they're eating. You think that everyone in this country would be overweight if they were not eating in a calorie surplus of shit food? Obviously, everyone would be thin and healthy. But, you know, it's just the industry and what's happening. But, anyways, besides that, I just ate in a calorie deficit, and that's it. So, yeah, I just ate whatever foods I was eating before. I only exercised sometimes. I did a little bit of cardio, did a little bit of jump roping, not that much. And I just went on the treadmill sometimes. Like, that's it. So I was eating shit foods still. I wasn't really prioritizing the quality of foods I was eating. But I was tracking what I was eating and I was just eating less of it. So I was just eating way less than what I was before. I was controlling how much I was eating. But that's all I did. Cuz obviously as you can tell in this picture, I look like a fucking exoskeleton. Like I have no muscle mass at all. I lost all my muscle mass and I don't even have that crazy of a six pack. But of course, as you can tell, there is a drastic difference in these two pictures because I have way less body fat in this picture than I do in this one. This one, I'm like a fucking chubby piece of jello. And this one, I'm like a skeleton. And this is the product of eating in a calorie deficit, but basically just doing that and nothing else. So here's what I could have done, or what I should have done differently to build muscle underneath the fat I was burning. These were the mistakes I made. So I should have lifted weights more, which is huge for muscle growth. I should have also eaten cleaner food because I didn't really eat nutrient dense food. So my muscles weren't getting good quality nutrients. And I should have eaten more protein because I didn't prioritize my protein. And for those of you who don't know, protein is absolutely crucial for muscle growth because it is the building block of muscle growth. Protein is the macronutrient that you need for muscle growth. Carbs are for fuel, fat are for is for like growth hormones and stuff like that. But listen, guys, these were the three mistakes that I made. But obviously, we learned. It's 2025 now, and years later, I look much better. But in these pictures, you can see how much of a difference there is. But you can tell that because I was not lifting weights and I wasn't prioritizing the gym and my macronutrients, I just ate less food. but I just all I did was eat in a calorie deficit. I sat around all day. I didn't do much. I just went to school and I just basically did what I was doing before, but just eating less food. Because the truth is, guys, that if you eat in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. The science of being in a calorie deficit is that no matter your age, weight, height, gender, whatever, if you're in a calorie deficit, you can lose weight. And it's actually crazy how much how simple this is because that's all you really have to do. But if you want to look better when you lose the fat and build more muscle underneath, you need to lift weights. You need to eat good food. You need to eat nutrient dense food and you have to eat more protein. You have to be exercising consistently throughout the week. So here's what I look like in case you guys are wondering. You guys have probably seen it, but obviously I look much better today. This was this summer of like 2024. This is this is me now. I built a lot more muscle, obviously, as you can tell, about 4 years later. So obviously I look much better today because I figured out how to actually build muscle. I did a lot of muscle gaining after this point and I ate in like a calorie surplus. I gained some excess fat. So I can just show you guys like what I looked like after I bulked up for a while. I was playing football, I was doing wrestling, but I this was me. I was like 193 pounds at this point because I was in a big calorie surplus, and then I was wrestling, and then I graduated high school, and I kind of was just doing whatever. But it led me to the point I'm at today, and that's because I figured out how to eat the correct foods, how to properly grow muscle while I was losing fat, and not just starving myself like an idiot and losing my muscle mass. But regardless, I did lose 40 pounds by basically doing nothing. Just calorie deficit. That's it. And because of all this time it took me to figure it out, I was able to finally sculpt my dream physique. And I've obviously been able to help others do it too. Like all the guys who I'm working with are succeeding. Like Vinny lost 22 pounds in less than 8 weeks and is still maintaining his muscle. We got Josh, we got Jack, Luke, we got Frank, who is 60 years old and he's about 38 pounds now. In this picture, he was 205. Now he's like 202. But he's 60 years old, which is crazy, and he's in a calorie deficit. So this is proof that no matter how old you are, you can still lose weight and have insane energy levels, which Frank does have, by the way. He has way more energy than he did before because he's exercising consistently. And if you guys are wondering about what I do, just in case, I do online coaching. I help guys lose fat and build muscle. So if you guys are interested and you want my help with this, make sure to you could DM me on Instagram or you could just book a call in my description and we can get a game plan going and I can help you out with this and just give you some advice, see where you're at, what to do, and to see if you're interested in looking for more help with this. So if you guys want that and you want some coaching or you just need my help and advice with this, make sure to reach out to me on Instagram right here or just book a one-on-one call with me in the bio in the description. But anyways, that's it guys. That's how I did it. That's how I did lost 40 pounds by doing basically jack shit. So again, it's important that when you're losing fat, you do these three things and you do it consistently and you just don't give up. Guys, don't do what I did. This video, the purpose was to just tell you what and what not to do. So, unless you don't care about gaining muscle, unless you really don't care and you're just really lazy and you I don't know, just don't have the will to go to the gym or for whatever reason, then the bare minimum of what you need to do is just get in a calorie deficit. And if you're wondering how to get your body's maintenance, just go to an online calorie calculator online, just search online calorie calculator and find your maintenance. It will tell you your maintenance and then just subtract like 400 to 500 from your maintenance and track it. But that's it, guys. Hope you got a lot of value from this and I hope this was helpful. If you guys want more value, make sure to subscribe and shoot a text to me or let me know if you need help with this or if you have any questions.